Once upon a time, there was a king who ruled over a peaceful kingdom. The king was wise and kind, always taking good care of his people. His minister, a loyal and wise man, he helped him make the right decisions for the good of the people. Together, they made sure the kingdom remained peaceful and prosperous. But there was one small worry. The king believed that dreams held important messages. He thought every dream meant something about the future. The minister would often tell him,
"Not all dreams come true, Your Majesty. Sometimes they are just made up by our minds while we sleep."
Still, the king couldn't shake off his concern whenever he had a troubling dream. One night, the king fell into a deep sleep and had a strange dream. He looked in a mirror and saw that one tooth after another started falling out, dropping from his mouth until only one tooth was left. In the dream, he tried to hold his teeth in place, but it was no use, they kept falling. The king's heart raced, and a deep worry grew inside him.
"What is happening to me?"
he thought, staring at his last tooth. He woke up in worry. He whispered to himself,
"What did this dream mean?"
In the royal kitchen, the chefs prepared a wonderful breakfast. They started with a creamy, sweet porridge topped with honey, cinnamon, and almonds. Sandwiches were filled with creamy scrambled eggs, a touch of mustard, and a sprinkle of fresh parsley. On a tray, they arranged flaky croissants, cream-filled rolls, and pastries. The chefs then made smooth chocolate mousse in small bowls, adding chocolate sprinkles and a bit of whipped cream on top. Next to it, they placed custard tarts, almond cookies, and buttery biscuits. They also prepared fresh fruit, juicy berries, melon, and pineapple slices. Finally, they poured fresh orange and pomegranate juice into the jug. The breakfast was now ready, with sweet porridge, buttery toast, sandwiches, pastries, chocolate mousse, and a variety of fruits and treats for the king. The king entered the dining room and sat down at the table, where the royal servants had arranged the breakfast.
"Your Majesty, the breakfast is ready,"
one servant said, bowing low. The king looked at the spread, sighed, and then stood up, saying,
"I'm not hungry."
and left the table without taking a bite. The king was not in a good mood. He looked tense. The news spread like wildfire around the palace. So, all the courtiers, servants, guards, and ministers maintained distance from the king. When the minister entered the palace, he was also told about the king's bad mood. The minister straightaway went to the king and asked,
Your Majesty, is anything wrong with you? I have learned that you are not in a pleasant mood today.
The king replied,
I am certainly not happy today. I had a dream last night, and I don't have good feelings about it.
The minister asked,
What did you see in the dream, my lord? Tell me so that I may help you.
The king said,
I saw that I have lost all my teeth. Only a tooth is left in my mouth. Once, a saint told me that all dreams have hidden meanings. I want to know what it means, or else it will keep on troubling me.
The minister gently said,
Your Majesty, please eat something, don't stay hungry.
The king shook his head and replied,
I cannot eat until I understand the meaning of my dream.
With a sigh, the minister bowed, saying,
As you wish. Your Majesty.
Then the minister suggested the king consult an astrologer who knows about dreams. The king liked the idea and said,
Very well said. I am happy with your suggestion. Now the first thing you should do right now is to call all the best astrologers living in the capital. Remember that it shouldn't take very long.
The minister bowed down before the king and left to gather the best of astrologers as per the king's instructions. After a few hours, the minister came back with the astrologers. The king was very happy to see that his favorite minister never failed to carry out his orders. The minister asked all astrologers to listen to the king. The king said to the astrologers,
O great astrologers, I need your help. Last night, I saw a dream that is troubling me. I am unable to understand the meaning of it. Since all of you have great knowledge of dreams, please throw some light on the dream of mine. I saw that I lost all my teeth except one.
All astrologers did their calculations. Some opened their books, and some discussed their individual theories among themselves. They took some time to reach their conclusion. Then one astrologer stepped forward and said,
Your Majesty, this dream means you will lose all your loved ones before you.
The second astrologer nodded and added,
Yes. It is a sign that they will pass before you.
The king's face turned red with anger. He shouted,
This is not the answer I wanted. Leave now! I don't need you or your foolish answers.
The astrologers bowed quickly, afraid, and began to back away. The king waved his hand and snapped,
Go! Before I lose my patience even more.
The king sent them back without any rewards. But the minister knew how to calm the king down. The minister said softly,
Your Majesty, I understand your worry. But this dream doesn't predict loss. Instead, it means you will live a long life and see many of your relatives grow old, while you stay healthy and strong.
he added with a reassuring smile.
It's not a bad omen, but a sign of your strength.
This made the king feel happy, and he showered gifts on the minister. Moral: sometimes dreams are not warnings, but signs of strength and long life.